Okay, so when you're looking at these breakers, the first thing we want to do is check this just to make sure it's even worth rebuilding. So this unit here, you can see it's greasy. Don't see any real deep nicks or grooves. While if you look at this one, you can see real deep pits and scratches. It's not necessarily true that this thing can't be used, but ideally you wouldn't want to rebuild one of these. You can, as long as there's not real big pieces, because the auger doesn't get that close to it, but try to get a nice clean one like that. The next step is going to be to push out the bearing. So we're going to use this. This is press number A. This is an 1¼ inch socket that's been modified. Fits right in that hole. And then we're going to put these there. Get this press die in. Just kind of line this up. We got a pedal here. Our press is air pneumatic, so we'll do it like this. So once you get it pressed in there pretty good, we usually do it by hand. So we'll just go pump by hand here. You can see bearing will eventually fall out. Okay, there it goes. So that's removing the bearing. Okay, now we're on to step 2, which is removing the seals. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to remove these 2 seals. So this is what they look like inside. So the first step, what we're going to do is we're using this screwdriver to get in between the seals and push the first one down. So our first step is to make a little room. So we stick these in between the 2 seals. Just wedge it in there, and then you can see it kind of round. See, and then you just tap it, and it will wedge itself in there to give you a little room. And then we're going to put our screwdriver. This is a screwdriver with a slightly bent end. You kind of see that? It's just barely bent. We're going to wedge that into the seal and just push this down. So, okay. There's your first seal. Okay, so now we're doing the second seal. So this is where this little wedge-shaped tool comes in handy. So we wedge it so it's pushing right underneath that seal. And then give it a couple taps with the hammer. So it wedges itself in. You can kind of see it, that it's raised up slightly. And we're going to move it about 45 degrees. Hit it again. Okay. Now we've got a little bit of a gap between the seal and the housing. We'll turn it over. Stick our bent screwdriver into that gap and just give it a couple taps. Now our seal has come out. Okay. Hopefully that's good.